they would push out and get to about a 8 or 9 point lead, and you guys were able to battle back several times.
Yeah, I think we were just confident, we knew we could play with them. We just had to get stops and rebounds, and we finally started getting stops and rebounds, and then we could score, and, we would counter their run, so yeah.
Any more questions? Chastity, just talk about what you guys were able to do inside and also some of the challenges there. Obviously, Davis had a big game, and foul trouble was kind of key early, but how are you guys trying to battle in there?
We were just trying to play smart and play smart and as a team and just communicate and keep talking to one another. So.
Chastity, Kevin Tankersley with the Associated Press. You picked up your fourth foul with 8:40 something to go. How did that affect your play the rest of the way?
Well, I couldn't play as hard as I wanted to, but I just had to keep playing smart.
Andrew Dawson, WKU. Kendall just talked about it. At no time did it seem like the moment was too big for any of the girls on the team. You all really seemed to play carefree all game, not nervous at all. Just talk about how you all were able to do that and not get too wrapped up in the moment.
We weren't intimidated by them at all. We knew we could play. We knew they were a good team, but we were prepared. We were prepared for everything that threw at us, and it was just, we fell a little short.
Kendall, what was kind of the feeling at halftime? You guys battled back to cut it to 6 there. You're on the road at Baylor. How did you feel about the position you guys were in?
We felt great, we were, I think, down like 5 or something. We were right in the ballgame, we were right where we wanted to be. Coach Third said, we kept us, kept us in the game, then she would help us get through, and, we had a good half.
I know the outcome wasn't what you all wanted, but do you feel like, for either one of you, do you feel like you certainly made a name for yourself tonight, maybe for women's college basketball fans that didn't maybe know how good Western Kentucky was? Do you feel like you made a name for yourself tonight?
We most definitely did. I felt like we fought throughout the whole game and we gave it our all. And yeah, I feel like we put ourselves back out there on the map.
Any other questions for student athletes? All right, thank you, ladies. Any questions for the head coach?
Jason Ortway, Coach Urban Herald. Coach, Baylor's known as a pretty good defensive team. You guys shot about, I believe, 56% in the second half and about 47% for the game. Just why do you feel like you guys were able to have such offensive success?
Well, I think the biggest thing throughout the year, we've kind of stuck with the same thing we've done. We run a motion offense, and we get our kids comfortable in what they can do. And I think that was the biggest thing. We came into this game saying the same thing. We're going to continue to keep doing the things that we do and, adjust in some small ways, but what they were comfortable with. And I think that's the biggest thing.
Jerry Hill, Baylor Bear Insider. Coach, I've seen teams come in here and lose before they step on the court. How did you keep your team from being intimidated just by Baylor and that name and everything?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, throughout the whole year, this team has kind of rode everything the coaches have said. And, we just talked about us and what we needed to do and, gave them the game plan and how we needed to prepare. But I think the biggest thing is those players really believed in the staff. And we just talked to them about, our whole goal was to play 4-minute segments, 4-minute games. And, every time they came to the huddle, we told them what the score was. And if we outscored them or if we were down and what we needed to do. So that's kind of how we tried to make sure that we broke everything down in the beginning. And we didn't try to give them too much.
Coach, kind of on that same thing, they had so many runs that you guys were able to kill at some point and kind of get the momentum back to neutral. And looking at 13, the final margin was their largest lead. Just let's talk about the poise that they showed to be able to not let things swell.
Well, I think it comes a lot from when we, these couple of practices when we got here. I give a lot of credit to the seniors again. Bianca McGee and Cheney had, good practices, and we were talking and just, just trying to make sure that they understood and knew the environment that we were going to be in. And, we just talked to them about this is what women's basketball is preseason and in the summer, this is what you work for. To have an opportunity to play in the NCAA and, play on national TV. And I just give those kids a ton of credit because, they just go out and that's what we've done the last, 10 games. We found a way to win. And, again, it's like Kendall said, I mean, we hung around and we just came up short. But I know that those young ladies that are sitting in the locker room, I know this is, they're going to be burning inside for a while, and this is going to give us an opportunity to continue to keep growing.
Coach, we talked a lot about the past history of the program and how you wanted to get back to that level. Not the outcome you wanted tonight, but do you feel like you certainly made a name for Lady Topper program tonight on such a national stage?
I do, and I think that's what we're going to continue to keep doing. We're going to continue to keep working to build this program and build it back and get, where we need to be. And, I just think that it's just a ton of credit to those players and to the staff, how hard they work to prepare them. And, so I'm just sitting here as the head coach, but this is not about me. It's about those players and about their staff and everyone else that's put everything into this program these 2 years that I've been here, and for the past players. And so I'm just hoping that all the people that was watching, former players, former coaches, that we made them proud.
In terms of momentum heading into next year and heading into a new conference, I mean, you talked about the pieces that you have put together so far, but adding a healthy Alexis and a recruiting class, how do you feel about what you guys will take into Conference USA and the challenges there?
Well, there's definitely going to be a lot of challenges, as you say. I think the biggest thing, I am super excited to get Alexis Govan back and, to add some freshmen and add some height. We was kind of liking that today, if y'all didn't notice. So that's one of the things I'm looking forward to. But we'll just continue to keep getting better. I'm excited to just continue to see how much we can keep growing and where we can take this program.
Coach, Odyssey's going to get hers. Did you feel, how difficult, though, was it to guard Nina Davis? And what does she do that makes her so difficult to defend down there? She
is definitely a workhorse. She never stops moving. She never stops working. She's hard to block out. She's unbelievable. And, you're right. Odyssey's an unbelievable player, but we knew all along Nina, she was going to be a one that it was going to be hard for us to contain, too. And she had an unbelievable first half, had 24 in the first half, and we couldn't stop her. But at the end of the day, I think that's something that we have to continue to keep working on, where we have to get better, get deeper in the post, get a little more stronger, and so we can be in situations where we can make sure that, and hopefully if we're in another game like this, we can come out on the other end.
Any more questions? All right, thank you, Coach.